It's a far more complicated time and place that surrounds us today. Looking around, there are more people struggling with life and homelessness. And it's not just adults. Thousands of school-age children struggle every day for food and safe shelter.
Two little brothers who were literally, whose father was living in a tent by the train tracks by our school. And these two little boys are brothers. They're very smart. They're very good boys. And they just happened to be that life threw this challenge their way. And when they come to my office many a time and ask me if I have these snacks or food because they're hungry.
In many of our schools, hungry children get free school breakfast and lunch, and it does make a difference.
Our children can have free breakfast and they can have free lunch, but then the day ends and the school week ends, and then the food stops.
When the last school bell rings on Friday, half-empty stomachs start to growl. Where is the next meal coming from? Sometimes it isn't until breakfast on Monday morning.
When you have kids coming to your office asking for food, then you know there's a real need.
Out of this need, Weekend Backpacks for Homeless Kids was created. On Fridays, food packages are distributed to children throughout many of Baltimore City's schools.
So we tried to be as careful as possible to identify students who really needed to have access to food, whether their parents were working at night or on weekends and they needed to get access to food, or maybe their parents weren't in a mental condition that they would be aware that their children needed a meal at that time, maybe a homeless family. And so this was really an opportunity to sort of be a little bit in their home with them without being there. When you hand a child who doesn't always get all the special foods that come in these packages, and so you see their faces light up, and this happens on a weekly basis.
To prepare for the Friday deliveries, large teams of volunteers work throughout the week to make it happen.
The program donors and volunteers have made such a concerted effort to find nutritional light meals. I know all the energy and time and patience that goes into that, coming out in the rain, in the snow, waiting for our volunteers to come down to receive the packages. They are so kind and patient. There's not a big enough thank you to thank them for what they're doing for these children.
And the children benefit beyond relieving their hunger pains.
They learn sharing, because a lot of times they have to give to younger siblings or other siblings in the family. They learn generosity, people giving to them, and you hope that one day they'll give to others. They learn independence, because when they can't rely on anyone, but they have their own food stash to go into and access when no one else is thinking of them, it really creates a sense of independence and that they feel connected to people and they feel thought of. And there's a real emotional strength that comes from being thought of and not feeling alone when you're struggling.
Feeding hungry children helps our community and is making a difference right here in Baltimore.
I just want you to know that there are a lot of adults and people in the world who want to make sure that you are well taken care of, that you're well fed, and that you feel loved. And these people are working many hours during the week so that they can make sure that you get the food that are nutritional for you, so that you could think well in school and play sports and feel like everyone else.
While the program is growing, we are only meeting the needs of a fraction of those that need it.
There's 3,000 homeless kids, and what we have here will only feed about 700.
We need your support. Your time and your donations can make a difference in Baltimore's children's lives, for now and into adulthood. Please help any way you can.